Hello dear students, welcome to Unacademy JEE English. This is Umesh Garg and today we are doing straight line. So students, it is a very interesting session. Today we will do 5 must do problems of straight line. We will revise the whole chapter using these 5 questions. Okay, so let's start with the session students. Initially we will do a little bit of introduction, then we will start the problem solving. So students, this is me Umesh Garg and I have 5+ years of teaching experience. I have done my BTech from IIT Kurukshetra and I have also qualified JEE. And those of you who have not subscribed to the channel Unacademy JEE English, do subscribe to the channel because a lot of interesting and helpful lectures are going to be there on the channel. And do share this video with the tag hashtag JEE Daily so that it can reach to the maximum number of people. So students, now this is our Instagram follow page. You can follow us on the Instagram with the you just need to type simple link tinyurl.com/jinsta and follow us. You will get relevant information and updates which are related to IIT JEE. So it's very important for you to follow this. And now we have created an interface with the URL tinyurl.com/jmobile. What is this interface, students? That we have a lot of lectures on YouTube, so we sorted that those lectures according to chapter wise. You just need to click on this link and the lecture will start. But these lectures are in Hindi. You must know that these lectures are in Hindi. And if you want, but there is also PDF corresponding to lecture. These PDF are in English. You can avail that those PDF and use them. Okay, so let's start with the session. And now students, we will talk about Unacademy Plus. So beta Plus is the best platform for IIT JEE preparation in the India, and there are some features which make it the best. And the first feature is live plus classes. Okay, live plus class. Live class, in the live class, student and teacher interaction is very one-on-one interaction. Therefore the learning output of a live class is much greater than learning output of an offline class. So that's why I must I recommend you to opt for the live classes for learning. And there is also test series, because everybody knows that in IIT is a national level exam. So we must know that where we stand in that competition, so that if we lag in that competition, we can change our strategy for the exam accordingly. So we offer the test series in which students from all over the India participate, so that you can check all your credibility for the exam. And students, there are doubt clearing session. Doubt clearing is a must for IIT JEE aspirant, because if your doubt does not get cleared, then you will not understand the concept. Therefore we have dedicated doubt clearing session in the schedule. We cannot skip that. Okay, so students, this is how our plus platform look. There are 60+ educators. There are 60+ educators on the platform. Once you choose the plus platform, now then you can use any one of the lectures, see any one of the lectures. There is no constraint. Means you have access to 60+ educators, and which are of the top cadre of the Indian educator system. And student, this is how a plus class looks like. This is the interface. You can upload your doubt and you can easily get them discussed. Okay, so students, a lot of students have been joined. Let's address them. Hello Prakash, hello beta, hello Akshay, hello Mayank. So very good students, a lot of students have come. So now how to join the plus platform? It's very simple. Install the Unacademy learning app from the Play Store, make your account, set your goals to IIT JEE and get on the click on the get subscription button. Once you click on it, this window will pop up, and in this window it is nothing, just the plans for subscription. But I recommend to the students that you should opt for 1-year plan or 2-year plan, because there are 2 reasons. First, if you connect with the teacher for long term, your graph of learning will be exponential. You getting me? Mathematics, that graph of learning will be exponential. Okay students, very good. And second thing, that the cost of long year program is very pocket friendly, and it will be very feasible for you to choose for that. And again, even after that, if you use my referral code UMESHLIVE, you will get an extra 10% discount on the subscription value that you have chosen. So students, this is once in a lifetime position, situation where you can use it for your benefit. So let's start with the session. So student, this is Umesh Garg and we are starting with the straight line. 5 must do problems of straight line. So this is our first problem that we are starting. Number of lines. Students, just read the question, then we will start. Very good. Very good. Prakash. Uttam, very good student, very good. A lot of students have joined. So let's start with the first question. Number of lines that can be drawn through the point 4 comma minus 5 at a distance of 12 from the point minus 2 comma 3. Very good question. Number of lines that can be drawn through this point at a distance of 12 from this given point. Okay, I'm naming the points. Let us suppose there is a point A with the coordinates minus 2 comma 3. Okay, that is okay. Now there is a point B. There is a point B with the coordinates 4 comma minus 5. That is okay. Okay, so can someone tell me the distance between A and B? Can someone tell me the distance between A and B? Distance between A and B, distance AB will be equal to the distance. It can be calculated by distance formula, 4 plus 2 square minus 5 minus 3 square का square root. So distance will come out to be 10. Okay, so distance AB is 10. Now suppose if someone asks you that how many lines can be drawn through the point B. Through the point B, infinite lines can be drawn. I am drawing 2 or 3 of them. One line can be this, one line can be this, and one line is this. Okay. Now, if someone asks you that the distance of point A from these lines, from these blue lines that I have drawn, if I calculate this distance will be this, and from this line distance will be this, and from this vertical line distance will be AB. And out of all these distances, the distance AB will be maximum, because in all these triangles, the triangles which are formed, AB will be hypotenuse. So therefore, out of all these distances, distance AB will be maximum. So of all the lines which are passing through B, the line which is at maximum distance from the point A is the line which is perpendicular to AB. This is the line corresponding to maximum distance. This is the logic of this question. Line corresponding to maximum distance, line for max distance. Got the situation? That if there is a fixed point minus 2 comma 3 and there is a fixed point 4 comma minus 5, infinite lines can pass through B, but the line which is at maximum distance from A is the line which is perpendicular to the line joining the given points. Okay, so now the distance of this line from the point A is 10. So how can there is a line which is at a distance of 12 units from point A and passing through B. So there is no such line, because the maximum distance of the line is how much? 10. If I tilt the line inward or outward, the distance will become less. Therefore, the maximum distance of this point from these lines is 10. So there is no such line whose distance can be 12. So answer will be 0 and option will be A for Agra. I think that you have understood this. Okay, very good students. This was a very good question. I think all of you must have understood it. Now let's start with the next question. Very good question, very difficult but very interesting question. The area enclosed by the lines mod of x plus mod of y is equal to 2. So students, since it is modulus in the question, so whenever a modulus come in the question, I first deal with the question modulus, then we will start doing the question. Okay, so modulus is deal according to the critical point, that whenever x is positive, mode will open by positive. Whenever x is negative, mode will be open by negative sign. So I categorize the whole graph in 4 quadrants. First quadrant, second, third and fourth. Just look at this. I am saying first quadrant. In first quadrant, the equation of line. In second quadrant, equation of line. In third quadrant, equation of line, and in fourth quadrant, equation of line. Now till now it is okay everyone, that why I have chosen quadrants, because in quadrants x and y changes their signs. That is okay. So now let's start. In first quadrant, both x and y are positive, so line will become x plus y is equal to 2. in second quadrant x is negative, y is positive, so it will become minus x plus y is equal to 2. In third quadrant both x and y are negative, students, therefore it will become minus x and minus y is equal to 2. In fourth quadrant x is positive, y is negative, so it will become x minus y is equal to 2. So these are the four definition of this line that will come out according to the quadrant. If I consider the line in first quadrant, equation will be x plus y is equal to 2. If I consider it in second, it will be minus x plus y is equal to 2, and so on. Now what I do, that I will plot these lines according to the given situation. For the first quadrant I will plot this, for second I will plot this, and so on. So if I plot this graph will come out. Let's understand this graph. It is a very easy graph, that in the first quadrant this graph will become x plus y is equal to 2. In second quadrant it will become this, in third this, in fourth this. Now to get these points I can put y is equal to 0 to get 2 comma 0, and for to get this point I can put x is equal to 0 to get 0 comma 2. Now tell me that after this plotting, can you tell me the shape of this graph, that what is the shape of this graph? Please comment in the chat that what is the shape of this graph. Very good, very good. So this shape will be square, and the side of this square will be, this distance will be 2, this distance will be 2. So side of this square will be 2 root 2 by Pythagoras theorem, because this is 2, this is 2. Side of this square will be 2 root 2. Now this side is 2 root 2. So area of this square is a side square. So side square means 2 root 2 square. So area will come out to be 8 units, 8 square units. So I think everybody have understood it, that area will come out to be 8 square units. Students, can I have more likes please? Very good, very good. So, a lot of students have answered square. Very good, students, very good. So let's start with the next question. Very good question, a very logical question and important question. If the vertices P, Q, R of a triangle are rational point, what is a rational point? The question has given us that a rational point is a point both of whose coordinates are rational numbers. Means let us suppose there is a point P and it has coordinates 1 comma root 2. Now this point is not a rational point. This point is not a rational point because its y coordinate is not rational. So what is a rational point? Whose both coordinates, x coordinate and y coordinate, abscissa and ordinate, both of are rational points. That point will be called as rational point. So this is the definition that we are, we have understood. It is a new definition, but don't worry. Now what we have given a triangle with P, Q, R, which are all rational points. Then out of all these 4 points, which will not always be a rational point, out of all these 4 points, which will not be a rational point? This is the question. Okay, so let me draw a triangle. Very good question, students, you should listen to it. Very good question. Triangle ABC. Let me choose the points x1 y1, x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3. These are, now if I ask you about centroid G, the formula of centroid is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, and formula for the y coordinate will be y1 sorry y1 plus y2 by 3. Now if x1, x2, x3, all 3 of them are rational, then the x coordinate of centroid will be rational because summation will be rational, by 3 will be rational, and y coordinate will be rational. So from here it is clear that centroid will always be a rational point provided the points are rational points. So option A cannot be the answer. That is okay. So now I will discuss about orthocenter. So students, for orthocenter you must know the definition of orthocenter. Orthocenter is the point of intersection of the altitudes of a triangle. Got it? That orthocenter is, what is orthocenter? Orthocenter is the point of intersection of the altitudes of a triangle. So let me draw the altitudes. It will be AD and BE. So I will find out the equation of BE, and I will find out the equation of AD, and then I will find out the orthocenter by finding their point of intersection. This is the theory. Now let's execute it. So can someone tell me the slope of AC? Slope of AC will be y3 minus y1 divided by x3 minus x1. By slope formula, that y3 minus y1 upon x3 minus x1 will be the slope of AC. Now I am telling that this will be a rational number. I am saying that this will be a rational number because y3, y1, x3, x1, all of them are rational. Therefore, their difference will be rational and their further division will be a rational number. That is no problem. Sure. So this will be a rational number. Now, if slope of AC is rational, then slope of BE will be also rational, because slope of BE into slope of AC minus 1. So 1 rational into x is equal to minus 1. So x will come out to be a rational number. That is okay. So I have proved till now that slope of BE is a rational number. Now let me write the equation of BE. Equation of BE will be equation of BE y minus y2 upon x minus x2 is equal to, let us call the slope lambda. Okay, we can call the slope of BE, we can call the slope of BE any rational number lambda. Now if I multiply this equation, a straight line will form. Let me write that straight line as a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Now in this representation, what is important to me, that a1, b1, c1 will be rational number. Okay, a1, b1, c1 will be rational number, because if I multiply this equation, since lambda is a rational number, so coefficient of x will come out to be a rational number. Whatever be the coefficient, that is not a concern. The main point is it will be a rational number. Sure. Now if I cross multiply, coefficient of y will be a rational number, and constant term that will come out will also be a rational number. What it will come out, y2, lambda, x1, y1, I don't care about it. The point that I want to care about is that all of these coefficients in this representation will be rational. So I have proved that if you write the equation of BE in this form, a1x plus b1y plus c1, in this form all the coefficients a1, b1, c1, all of them will be rational. Similarly, if you write the equation of AD, and I write this as a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. In this representation, a2, b2, c2, all three coefficients will be rational by the same theory, because slope of AD will be rational, this point rational. If I write using the 2-point slope form, the coefficients will come out to be rational. Okay, so now if you solve these two equations by any method, substitution, elimination or cross multiplication, the value of x and y will be represented in the terms of a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, which are itself rational number. Therefore the solution of these two equations, that is going to come, x and y both are going to be rational. Got point? That you got the point, that if I solve these two equations, then the point of intersection will have rational points. That is for sure. Sure. So till now what I have proved, that centroid is rational, orthocenter is rational. Now there is a ratio in triangle which says that HGO is in the ratio 2:1. So if H is rational, H means orthocenter. If orthocenter is rational, centroid is rational, then the O means circumcenter will come out to be rational with the help of section formula, because they are in 2:1. If you apply the section formula, it can be easily deduced that circumcenter will also be a rational point always if your coordinates of the triangle are rational points. Therefore the answer will become B for Bombay. Got your point? Sure. So let's start with the next question. Very good students, very good. Next question, just read it, we will then try the question. Very good. Locus of the image of the point 2, 3 in the line 2x minus 3y plus 4 plus k times x minus 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. Very good question, very good. Basically this is a family of line 2x minus 3y plus 4 plus k times x minus 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. Someone said to me that you need to find the image of this point, that there is a fixed point 2 comma 3. You need to find the image of this point with the respect to a family. Okay, now all the different images that will come, first let's understand how the images will form. Let us suppose I take only this member of this family. Now with respect to this member, image will come like this. If I take this member, image will come like this. If I take this member, image will come like this. Now question has asked me that all the images that will be generated, what is the locus of that image, that what is the shape that the image will form. According to diagram, you can easily see that what am I drawing on the plane. What am I drawing? I am drawing a circle. So the locus will come to be a circle. Okay, so let us analyze this more mathematically, then we will come to the conclusion. So let's start. We have given this figure. Okay, so here point P has coordinates 2 comma 3 and there is a family of line whose point of intersection is 1 comma 2, whose point of intersection is 1 comma 2. Now let us suppose this is the family. So this is the family, students. One sec. This is the family, and if I take the image of point P, with respect to this member, the image will come out to be P dash or P colon, whatever you say it. Okay, and can you think that OP will be equal to OP dash? OP will be equal to OP dash, because this line is equal to this line, because P is the image of P dash. Therefore they will have equal distance, perpendicular equal distance from the plane, and this line is equal to this line is equal. Therefore the hypotenuse will become equal. Got it? So OP will be equal to OP dash. Now let us take the image of this point with respect to this line. Let us extend this line, and the image will come out to be like this only, and call this point P double dash. Okay, so now OP double dash will be equal to OP and OP equal to OP dash. Therefore all the images are at equal distance from this point, because OP equal to OP dash equal to OP double dash. This is the concept. So all the images P dash, P double dash, P double triple dash, any image you take, all the images are at equal distance from this point. So this is, what is this? This is the definition of circle, that the points which are at equal distance from a fixed point lie on a circle. So the locus of the images will be a circle whose center, will be 1 comma 2, and whose radius of that circle will be how much? This distance between O and P, because OP is equal to radius. So radius will come out with 2 minus 1 square under root of 2 minus 1 square plus, you getting point, plus 3 minus 2 square. So this will come out to be R is equal to 1 plus 1, 2 square root 2. So radius of this locus will be root 2. So answer will be C for Calcutta. Got the point? Very good, very good. So let's start with the next question, and it is our last question. It is a very good question actually. A line meets x-axis at A and y-axis at B such that in center of the triangle OAB is 1 comma 1. Okay, we have to find the equation of AB. It is a tricky question. I designed it, it took me a lot of time to find this question. So this is the graph of the figure of the question, that a line intersect the x-axis at A and y-axis at B. This is the situation, and there is this in center means center of in circle. So there is this in circle, and this in circle touches all the three sides, that's why it is in circle. And now there is a property in circle: if a circle touches the both axes, x-axis and y-axis, then the coordinates of its center will be equal. That means that coordinates of its center should be alpha comma alpha, and radius of that circle will also be equal to modulus of that coordinate, modulus of alpha. It means if a circle touches both the axes, its center can be written as alpha comma alpha, and its radius should be equal to modulus of alpha. This is a standard theory of circle. Okay, now I have center given to me as 1 comma 1. So if center is 1 comma 1 and this 90 square becomes, radius become 1. Otherwise, from my logic, if center has coordinates 1 comma 1 and it touches both the axes, so coordinate of center will be equal to radius. So this distance will also become 1, equal to radius. Now there is no other information in this question. So in this question we need to check the options, that out of all the 4 options, which line is at a distance of 1 units from the point 1 comma 1. Okay, so this was the trick of this question. Very good question. Now if I check that out of all these lines, which line is at a distance of 1 unit from 1 comma 1, then let me check. The line 3x plus 4y is equal to 12. Distance of this line from 1 comma 1. To find the distance, 3 plus 4 minus 12 modulus divide by square root of 3 square plus 4 square. This is the perpendicular distance of point 1 comma 1 from this line. So this distance will come out to be 5 up 7 minus 12, 5 upon 5, which is equal to 1. So only this line satisfies this property, that distance from 1 comma 1 is equal to 1. Therefore answer will be equal to B for Bombay. Okay students, so this was our quiz for today. We did 5 questions, which are, each question is a, itself very good question. You should try it again at home so that you can grasp the concepts that I have given to you. And if you have any doubts, feel free to ask the questions. Okay, so let's just, okay, so this is me. And students, those of you who have not subscribed to Unacademy JEE English, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you can get the notification, and do share the video with the tag #JEELiveDaily so that it can reach to maximum number of people and they can benefit from it. And the PDF corresponding to this lecture description you can find, link you can find in the description box. And students, these are our YouTube channels. This is the Unacademy JEE that we are right now on, and Unacademy JEE NEET, Unacademy NEET, Unacademy JEE, and Unacademy Foundations. These are our YouTube channels. So let's crack it, students. We will tell all your friends that there is a channel in which they teach very good questions, so that it can benefit a lot of students. We want this revolution to go to the next level. Okay students, thank you very much. Thank you.